There's a bunch of other drama as well, including a Raiders fan account, blog account coming after us. This show all weekend.
What? Excuse me?
This show was attacked by, I believe, Cody from the Raiders.
Okay.
Cody.
Now, they write blogs. They use names of dead people as the people that signed it. Classic serial killer, but I've been watching a lot of detective work. We've been snooping around. It's potentially JT the Brick, too.
Could be.
Potentially JT the Brick, but we've been snooping around, and the Raiders fans are coming at, by the way, for good reason. If I was a Raiders fan, I would want Derek Carr to be thought of as a very good quarterback by everybody as well. I mean, you got a chance to ride the wave when the Raiders were in Oakland. Derek Carr was on his come up. Here we go. Then I watched his leg get broken on Christmas Eve in an MVP season, and it was a bummer because Derek Carr, really cool guy, becoming a great player, and the Raiders were becoming relevant again. Holy shit, here we go. Since then, team has moved out of town. Now they're in Las Vegas, and it seems like Derek Carr is not going to be the guy for John Gruden long term. And what we had to do after he hurts himself, where looks like his groin got ripped out of his body. Yeah. You remember that? He was scrolling. He was strolling and scrolling the field to the right there, running. Primetime game against the Los Angeles Chargers. And all of a sudden it looked like there was a potential, because there's no fans in there. It looked like there was a sniper up on top of the thing. Yeah. And instead of shooting him in the hamstring, which is normally, they got him right in the groin. Instead, boom. Pow, he pulls up, actually does this, throws it away, jogs into the sideline. Then he does an entire Jared Leto from the Little Things walk. Okay? Shout out, big weekend of watching stuff. He walks all the way back. Marcus Mariota comes in. Great game.
Oh, yeah.
Marcus Mariota comes in. They end up losing by 3 in overtime. Insane game. The next day, that game was on December 17th. On December 18th, we had to have a conversation about Derek Carr. We don't talk about Derek Carr that much, okay? That's not really something we do. I have a lot of respect for what Derek Carr was. But on December 17th, we see a guy who's already been paid $100-some million with no money guaranteed left on his contract, and it seems like a sniper shot him right in his groin somehow. Missed the ball, hit the groin, maybe a hip flexor, pop. We had to have a conversation. And this is how the conversation went the day after that game. Derek Carr, by the way, you're never going to see him in a Raiders jersey again.
Probably not.
Hell of a run.
Yeah. Hell of a run. Good career.
Good career.
Well, he's going to be a backup for a long, long time. He's going to be a journeyman in the NFL. So his starting career was fantastic.
He is going to be a backup for at least the next year or two, I'd assume, after everything that's gone on. Okay, so everything that had gone, Connor took a lot of shots, okay? Connor's a little Boston stooge, okay? He ended up playing the next week, which none of us could have expected, okay? None of us could have known that whenever we were having that conversation. Marcus Mariota had just had the biggest game of all time. We thought potentially Marcus Mariota, who got Tannehilled, Derek Carr whenever he got in the chance to play. Instead, something happened with God, the groin, and the hip flexor. What made him come out of a very close divisional game on prime time was healed in about a week and a half. He's playing again the next week. Then things go forward. So we're getting the clip from the day after it looks like his season is ending. He's potentially going in for surgery. And they're saying this is how they were talking about Derek Carr. Hey, Raiders beat. Okay, I get it. Okay, I get what you did there. And then me acknowledging that Derek Carr is potentially going to be an Indianapolis Colts quarterback. And by the way, that would make the guy who said that he's going to be a career journeyman, Boston Connor, very happy. Actually, if that was to happen, would that not make you thrilled?
Absolutely.
Yeah, let's go and let the Colts stink is basically how he's thinking. And I'm not saying that, by the way. I'm not saying it. But now that you know that the dead cap space for Derek Carr for the Raiders is only like $2 million if they trade him or cut him, he's probably not going to be a Raider anymore, if I had to guess. If he is going to get traded like people are saying Marcus Mariota, we are a team that's in the market. If we end up with Derek Carr as a quarterback here, will I be pumped about it? Not as pumped as I would be about like 4 other fucking guys, but I would be excited about Derek Carr. You can't compare the day after we were talking about a guy potentially dying and his leg falling off, made him out of a primetime game against the division, to what we were saying last week after Matthew Stafford's already gone, Russell Wilson's potentially on there now. I mean, there's a lot of shit popping off. So what I would like to tell Raiders beat, I think it's either Cody or anybody else over there, you fucking suck, Okay, I fucking hate you. You're the worst part of the internet, and we will continue to give the Raiders zero coverage because y'all motherfuckers don't matter. Now, with that being said, love Darren Waller. Okay, wish he would come to the Colts. I wish that'd be a package deal that I'm hearing maybe quarterback tight end coming to a team. Wish that would happen out of Oakland. Save Darren Waller from this shitty fan base that has Cody from the Raiders involved in it, and then get him over here. That's how I feel. But I was getting tweets all weekend from these motherfuckers. All weekend. I'm like, yo, I'm trying to learn about Elisa Lamb, okay, over there in the Cecil Hotel. I'm trying to learn about the little things with Denzel Washington and Jared Leto and that guy that played that guy that sang really good.
Yeah. Freddie.
I'm trying to learn about Britney Spears. Jesus, by the way.
Come on.
That was alarming.
Yeah.
Everybody needs to take it. And I'm trying to learn about the Silversmith's daughter who somehow feels like Tom Brady owes fucking her an apology. So I'm trying to figure that out. I got these Raiders people attacking me all weekend. It's like, hey, we're all friends here until we're not. We're not anymore, okay? I hope you all eat shit. That's how I feel about it. Anyways, Adam Cole's a scumbag. Knew it all along. Let's have a hell of a Monday. At Tone Diggs, how you doing, pal?
I mean, it sucks to be you because, I mean, if you go back, and which no one would ever do to us, I have been saying just terrible things about the play of Dewey Haskins for years. But now that he's a Pittsburgh Steelers, he's going to be the next best thing. Yeah. But that happens to you, and that stinks.
I didn't say that. That was Connor saying he's going to be a journeyman.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. Like, it wasn't even you.
I got the amount of fucking clown punter he can't do. Fuck you. Okay. By the way, Shane Leckler, Ray Guy, these are some of the greatest punters of all time. Raiders. Are you just saying Shane Leckler? Oh, just a punter. Fuck you. Okay. And I think it's Cody. I do believe it's Cody. Maybe it's JT the Brick. I'm not 100% sure. Never liked him. He never liked us. He has a show on at 1 a.m. here on this channel. So it's, there's just an interesting thing going on with that entire operation over there.
By the way, you said it. That was after a week 14 game, and it looked like he may never play a game ever again in the NFL the way that he reacted to that groin.
Now, I'm not going to bury him. But they were in a playoff hunt.
Yeah.
7-7.
Primetime game. Division. He's out, I assume, because I had respect for Derek Carr, which I still do, by the way, still have respect for him. But in the moment, thought he was dead.
Yeah.
I thought Derek Carr was dead. I thought he was done for. And I said he'd be a backup for a year or two. Who's going to pay a guy, Derek Carr, to be a starter whenever they just saw his leg potentially get popped off in the middle of a game in week 14? That just seems to be the natural trend. I still feel good about what I said. And I responded to their tweets, by the way, with just the
Taking notes.
Nope. Yeah, like, hey, I will.
Marking you down.
This is for me to go back through my Twitter account. What did I tweet about? That's what I watch this weekend. Who did I respond to? That's who I hate. Okay, that's what I did that strictly for me. So, I mean, I don't hate them. I do kind of, though. That is a bad part of the internet there. You know what I mean? Now, granted, people would say we are as well. No. So it's kind of a balance, this whole thing.
No.